Good afternoon, learners. It's a pleasure to welcome you once again to our online classes. And once again, it remains business studies. The class is Basic 8, and the topic to be treated is for week 3. Our topic says techniques development in keyboarding. And by way of achieving our objectives, we are set out to achieve the following at the end of this lesson. One, the definition of keyboarding. Two, how to create a table using Microsoft Word. Three, differentiating between one line and two lines spacing. And finally, we will look at the term enter key. I will be able to explain that at the end of the class. So follow me as we look at the definition of keyboarding. Keyboarding, as we all know, is a component of business studies. Other components involve office practice, shorthand, commerce, keyboarding, and bookkeeping and accounting. So these are the components of business studies. But today we want to look at keyboarding, and we say it involves pressing of keys on a special machine such as the typewriter and computer to produce or print letters, signs, symbols, and graphical illustrations in a mailable form. So by the time you see yourself pressing the keys on a keyboard or typewriter, just know that you are involved in keyboarding. Okay, we don't mean the kind of keyboard or organ we play in the churches. Okay, this is typewriter keyboard or the computer keyboard. So having said that, keyboarding requires the acquisition of necessary skills which can make the typist efficient and effective. Some of our typists are not very efficient. For example, they don't have speed, and that they should have. So some of the skills or techniques in keyboarding are as follows: table creation, line space regulator, and enter key functions. So that's one of the simple um, skills that we should learn today. So having said that, let us see first of all how to create a table on a Microsoft or using Microsoft Word. So we have about 7 steps. So the first step says open the Microsoft Word package. Already you have this installed in your computer. You go to the Microsoft Word package, which has the Microsoft Word. It has the PowerPoint, it has the Excel spreadsheet, and so that many other packages. So you just go to your computer. By the time you open it, you go to the Microsoft Word package. Step 2, choose the space where you want the table to be on the document by placing the cursor there. So all this means that when you are on your page, okay, I want to create a table, you choose the space where you want the table to be on the document by simply placing the cursor on the surface of your sheet. Then 3, we say use the mouse to click on the insert command. On the insert command, when you open your words, okay, you will see the home, the insert command, and you see other on the menu bar. So you click the insert command, then you select table, which can be found in the menu bar at the top left side of your computer screen. Having done that, step 4 says under that table, you select or click on insert table. Select or click on insert table. Step 5 says select the number of rows and columns from the options provided in table size. So under insert table, you will see table size. So in that table size, talking about the number of rows and number of columns you want. So you just select them as appropriate. Having done that, Step 6 said, if you choose auto fit, the rows and column size in the table will keep on expanding as you input more data. That means it's automatic. Okay, but if you not choose auto fit, it means that you have to specify the number of rows and the number of columns. It can be 1, 2, 3, as much as you want. Then the last step, or not the least, is that after choosing the desired size or the auto fit, you click on apply or OK, and the table will appear. But these 7 steps leads you to create a perfect table. So if you follow these 7 steps very well, you're on your way to creating a very perfect table. So having said that, let's look at the subheading line space regulator. Mind you, it's part of what our objectives for today. So what is line space regulator? To start with, I must mention that there are two major types of line space regulator or line space that can be created, and they include single line spacing and the double line spacing. The single line spacing can be achieved by pressing the enter key once after writing on each line. What this implies is that after you write on a line and get to the end, you want to go to the next line or paragraph. If you want to use the single line spacing, just click your enter key once and you go to the next line or paragraph. Then the same step applies to double line spacing. At the end of your line or your paragraph, for you to move to the next line or next paragraph, you just, if you want to use double line spacing, you click your enter key twice. Okay, by so doing, you will go to the next line or next paragraph with the double line spacing. I believe you got that. Now, what is the enter key that we're talking about? The enter key is also known as a return key. It's known as a return key. Why do we say it's also known as a return key? Okay, because you can use the key to enter the next line, and you can also use it to go back, okay, to your previous line. So having said that, it is the second biggest key on the keyboard. The second biggest key on the keyboard, okay, and it is, I would say the second is that the biggest is the space bar. Sorry for that typographical error. The space bar is the biggest key on the keyboard, then followed by the return key or the enter key. What are the uses of the enter key? One, the enter key is depressed when you get to the end of a line or paragraph, like I've mentioned before. In order to continue typing on a new line or paragraph, you make use of the enter key. Two, the enter key is also depressed to show acceptance of an option that pops up while you're working on your system or computer, or a confirmation of a command. Okay, so you can use the enter key to accept an option, or you can also use it as OK to accept or confirm a command. Then three, we say the enter key also enables us to choose the appropriate line spacing for our documents. Like we have seen before, the line spacing, we have the single line spacing, and we also have the double line spacing. Okay, so for you to achieve either the single line spacing or the double line spacing, we have to use the enter key for that. Going forward, we want to look at what we have learned today. So far, so good. We've been able to look at uh, the how to define the keyboard, and we believe that at this stage can define a keyboard. We say simply it means the special the keys on special machines like the typewriter and the computer, okay, that the keys, and they are used, okay, to write documents, okay, to make them to come out in a mailable form. They will say two, enumerate the 7 steps to be taken in order to create a Microsoft table. So that we have also seen because of our study. Then three, we say explain the 2 types of line spacing, which we just mentioned. Then lastly, we're going to see or demonstrate 3 uses of the enter key, which we have seen, the 3 uses of the enter key. So having said that, our assignment is giving us one, are there different types of keyboard? State them if yes. Then two, draw the keyboard on a cardboard paper. Please, the assignment is very important and you can forward it to the group WhatsApp and I will get it from there. Having said that, I want to say a very big thank you for your time. I remain your business studies teacher, Mr. Shefulue Olisa. Do have a wonderful day. Thank you.